views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Free. We've got a full panel this morning. Like always, Harry Glantz from Capital Mortgage Funding. Good morning, Harry.
What's up, everybody?
Alex Nfusi, of course.
Morning,
Alex, you're over there.
How are you?
You didn't even go out last night, did you, Alex?
I did not. No, I'm hooked on it. I'm hooked on Turn, the AMC show about the spies in the American Revolution.
You're home every Friday night now.
I went from 35 to 90 in the matter of a year.
I like that about you settling down. That's good. I'll tell you what I'm not hooked on. Okay, first of all, I'm hooked on the Tigers, obviously, but I'm not hooked on that girl that was the Donald Sterling girlfriend thing going on.
Yeah.
What is her deal?
That doesn't look promising there. There might be a surprise.
Can we just talk about mortgages?
Oh, God.
Speaking about mortgages and real estate, we brought in the Dave Iselli team over there with Johnny Bryant from Keller Williams in Union Lake. Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Of course, we got Johnny B on the microphone.
Johnny B looks like our boy Jonah Hill, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a 100th runner-up. He's definitely...
Bro, I loved you in Moneyball. He's got a suit on. He's got the glasses.
I'll take
He's got
that.
the hair.
I liked you in Superbad.
He's the man.
That
Superbad was good.
Did you say Superman?
Superbad.
Oh, Superbad. Okay.
Bro, there's no chance in the world we pick a big shoe and Superman up.
You know the good thing about Johnny B? He's not an introvert, right? He's not an introvert. He's an extrovert. He's going to talk. It's going to be good.
I would say that
excited.
I'm Wolf of the Wall Street Jonah Hill. I'm not Superbad Jonah Hill. I mean, I'm at that weight range right now. So.
Hey, it's May 3rd, 2014.
That's so good.
We've got tons of mortgage and real estate information. I'll try to keep everyone online here talking about
Harvey's going to keep everybody in check here. I like that.
Well, the numbers may change, Harry. The story still stays the same. Of course, the labor market, as we know, yesterday reported some job growth, 288,000 non-farm payroll jobs.
Right.
Folks, that's the unemployment figures. Pretty good numbers. It kept the unemployment figures way down to 6.3. I think that's the lowest it's been in a long time.
Yeah, since 2008. And if you really look behind the numbers, any news like that is good news. But, the jobs that were created, they weren't the breadwinner jobs, right? They weren't the, the real high-paying jobs. But, you have to start somewhere. But, job creation, job growth since 2008, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Rates actually were a little bit better yesterday than the previous day. Of course, that's usually the cost. The rate doesn't necessarily change. The cost might have improved a little bit. And again, that's always a scale that changes daily as the markets do reveal themselves each and every day. 248-539-9797. We're going to be talking about refinancing, purchasing a home. If you want to sell a house or purchase a home, of course, give us a phone call here. We've got some great real estate agents in. We can talk all about it, maybe even some different strategies. Again, rates pretty much at the lowest levels in 3 months or 40 or 50 years.
Yeah, back in the mid-'60s, rates were this low, so I think it's a great time to buy a house.
I remember that. I remember back then, yeah.
Hey, bro, I love him. Yeah, my problem is I remember it. You weren't even a thought in anybody's eye, twinkle in anybody's eye at that time. But the good news is that, the rates are low, but then there are all this activity in the housing market, and everybody wants to get in the lending game. Everybody wants to be a lender. I pulled some data, and I have some documentation today. We're going to talk about costs, and as Harvey, you said, you always bring up great points regarding rates and costs. It's a total package. It's just not about the rate, and it's just not about the cost. It's what is that rate going to cost you? Okay, what is somebody charging you to get that rate? And there are all kinds of those things going on. People tell you they'll give you credit for this. They're not going to charge you for that. And, the things that I see in writing are amazing.
There's a lot of things people send to me that that I want to get upset about, but I don't because obviously I'm a professional. But someone sent me a quote the other day from Zillow, and with an interest rate, and I'm like, dude, do you know how many things I look at online that aren't real? Right. That don't even exist. I'm not even being creepy. If you Google enough things, I'm not going down a bad road. I'm happy morning, whatever. I mean, if you Google heroin is healthy, you will eventually find a blog that tells you that it's okay to do that and it helps your body. It's the same thing that if you Google lowest mortgage rates, you will find somebody that tells you can get a 30-year fixed at 1% for no cost. Don't send me that email ever. That's just, it's just, and I'm talking, these are random first-time buyers. The email that came from a dude that like a professional guy. The guy, he's a CPA at a big firm.
You got to do your due diligence and check everything out.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to compete with this. He goes, can you match this quote?
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
Well, I appreciate the analogy. It might have been a little dramatic, but I did appreciate the analogy.
Now we know what you do on Google at least.
Right. But
I was trying to think of like a
right. That was the first thing that came to your mind.
Yeah, it's like, when I go and I want to buy a house or I'm in the real estate market, listen, I have a real estate license, but I don't try to sell real estate. I'm not a real estate guy. I have a builder license, but I'm not going to build a house. All right? I know how to do it. I know what to do, but that's not my profession, right? So when people are sending us in these fake quotes and they put it in writing and somebody sees that, they say they're going to get this credit and that credit, and then they send me the documentation and it's not on the documentation, I get a little worked up about it.
Well, yeah.
I'm firing off emails. I'm calling people.
Sure.
Are you kidding me?
We want everyone to sort of play their own position. If you're at shortstop, just play that position. You don't need to go out to the outfield and try to shag the ball. In other words, builders, we do appreciate all the referrals you send Capital Mortgage. Right. Why not you focus on building the house?
And we'll take care of the mortgage.
Perfect.
Same thing with realtors. We've got, Johnny B in the house. Johnny B will tell it like it is. Johnny B, you just want to sell real estate.
I just want to sell real estate.
That's awesome.
Whether you're selling or buying, definitely give us a call. Hey, we're going to take some calls. 248-539-9797. We dive into the purchase conversation, always talking about pre-approvals, which are underwritten, is the difference between calling Capital Mortgage and having a true firm mortgage commitment in your hand. Be sure to call us all day long at the office. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. And to start things off this morning, we will go to William out in Ann Arbor. Good morning, William. You are live on the ticket.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for the call.
It's kind of funny because I always listen in and I always wonder why are they not playing sports talk right now? And when I have to go get pre-approval for a house, it's the first thing I call. So it's nice that you're here.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm looking to get pre-approved out of state, and because I am my job is transferring, they'll accept me, but my wife is starting an internship for school. She's fresh out of a doctoral program, and they're telling her because she doesn't have a year's stable income guaranteed, they won't pre-approve us. And I didn't know if you know of any lenders that work better with students fresh out of school or people moving to a new state.
No, William, that's 100% not true, man. I mean, if she has a job right now after her doctorate?
She has. Well, she's currently working, but when she moves there, she'll be moving into an internship program, which pays roughly in the mid-40s.
It doesn't matter, man. I mean, I need 30 days on the job. I mean, if she's a salaried employee, you don't need a year for that. Absolutely not. No.
Well, so if we live there, they're telling me that'd be fine because we'd have a month's paycheck. But they're telling me because I'm out of state, we don't have anything guaranteed for her more than a year.
There's nothing. No. There's no contract on there. I mean, there's nothing. You're getting bad information. What state are you guys moving to?
Oh, man.
What state? You there, William?
Did we lose him?
He cut off.
Oh, he might have lost
I
him.
hope he's okay. He said, "Oh man," and then.
Oh no,
Alec, as you know, here's the deal. You're in that situation. Your lovely wife went through the doctor program, and here's the whole thing. She's moving down there. It's an internship, but sounds like it's a paid internship. Right? She's getting money. There's going to be a verification of the job, verification of employment, and she's going into the same line of work as what she's graduating in.
Yeah.
So all we need is 30 days.
It's a regular old deal.
That's right.
If he has a job, if William has a job lined up down there to whatever state he's moving to, Indiana, and his wife's going to school down there for her residency, that's a normal deal. That's the thing, man. People tend to overcomplicate this industry. Dude, it's just not that hard right now, man.
Well, you definitely got to explore all your mortgage options. There's no doubt that she can definitely use that income, as you said. If you're not on probation, if you have some documentation that says that you have a job, you got a contract, 30 days worth of pay stubs, you can get that mortgage. You can use that income to qualify. Now, again,
is that legal probation or employment probation?
I was going to make that same
joke.
I didn't
that was
bring
too
that
easy,
up.
right? Sorry. Layup throw.
And, of course, the real key is, and, of course, you guys know, the real thing is we run prospective buyers through the underwriting engine. It's just night and day. Again, if you're dealing with brokers out there, I don't know what's going on, but I know a lot of you folks have been calling us to help you at the last minute. Save yourself a lot of headaches if you're considering purchasing a house in the next few months. Definitely call Capital Mortgage or give us a call here in the show, 248-539-9797. Great place to start would be here.
Yeah, Johnny B, when you're going to make an offer and, you require your borrower, your client to have a pre-approval before you start taking them around, before you start spending gas money. Take me through that process.
It works in both ways. And one of the things that we like to tell our sellers, too, is that we want to make sure that the buyers that come forward to us, they're going to be pre-approved in some way, shape, or form. We want to know that they... Weird. We want to know. Sorry, I'm completely. First off, I'm completely ADD. So the people that are listening, this is going to be a way interesting show because this station is the most distracting station I've ever been in.
Cool in here.
They have TVs going all over in here.
Well, we had listeners before that, right?
Sorry. So anyway, yes. When you work with a buyer, it's really important so that for two reasons. One, the market's moving so fast right now that on the other end, when we're submitting offers, those sellers need to know that we're serious about purchasing the property. They need to know that we are, we're submitting an offer with an actual intent to purchase the home. We're not just walking through houses and taking a look at them. So absolutely, having that up front and getting all your ducks in a row is really, really important.
A lot of the listing agents immediately are going to take that approval letter and call. Again, if you have a house listed, and you gentlemen, of course, Dave, of course, over here, you're not mic'd up, but when you guys have homes that are listed and you receive an approval letter, first thing you want to do is you can call the lender, you can call the loan officer on there, gather information, make sure their ducks are in a row. Again, there's a lot of pieces moving in a mortgage. I counted the other day, it was well over 70 different items that were on a transaction. So again, things have changed over the last few years, and that's the key, is making sure that you have a qualified buyer. Buyers really have to understand that. Like you said, it's so competitive out there that if you don't have your ducks in a row, you won't be able to have the strongest offer, and you're not going to get your offer accepted. Leaves a lot of families out there back on the roads,
Johnny,
still making offers.
Are there certain things that when you get a pre-approval, if it's from some funky, sketchy online company, I mean, you weigh it against a local firm?
Yeah, absolutely. There is, like you said, what you would consider a real one, and then there's these fake ones that people will show you that look like, especially when they're just, printed off of their printer and there's no signature. That's not really a company. Sure. Absolutely.
All right, we're up against our first break. We've got tons to share with you. If you're buying or selling a house, come on back and join us. 248-539-9797. We'll be back.
97.1 The Ticket.
Since 1945, Pennington's been a part of American pastimes. As simple as a plastic bat and a bare spot for home plate. But pastime shouldn't include repatching your grass every year. It's not you. You're using the wrong seed. Pennington One Step Complete with more seed and superior mulch and fertilizer helps roots grow deep for a strong hold. So the only thing left to worry about is whose sweatshirt to use as home plate. Pennington, honest green.
Hey fans, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. You've seen the billboards, you've been hearing the ads, and now I'm proud to announce that I'm part of the team as the official realtor of the Tigers Radio Network. And this spring is not only the start of our baseball season, but it's also the start of home selling season. And you know what that means? Buyers and sellers are coming out of hibernation. So it's time to get that home of yours on the market or get out and start taking a look at some properties.
Call Jeff Glover at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at 855jeffsells.com. Realtor Jeff Glover, a house sold name.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Capital Mortgage Funding is a proud division of United Shore Financial Services, NMLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
If you want something done right, get the right equipment. Jack here, neighborhood yard master. Honorary title, but I've been to Weingarts enough to know they have the selection and experience to handle any job. Want to work smarter on your lawn? Stop by Weingarts during the 69th anniversary sale for specials on the full Honda line. They've got Honda mowers that can switch from mulching to bagging, lightweight tillers, and generators that are quiet and reliable. All are powered by durable, easy-to-start Honda engines and are sure to make your job easier.
At Weingarts.
From the size of your lawn to the size of your wallet, at Weingarts, you get the right equipment for your job. Check out the anniversary sale through May 3rd in Utica, Farmington Hills, Cedar Springs, Clarkston, and Ann Arbor. Or visit them at Weingarts.com. Better selection, better savings, honest answers.
Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
The garage floor, a foundation for the cardboard you lie on, under your car, wrench in hand, a place to rest a cold beverage and put Saturday to good use. So Advance Auto Parts lets you order your parts online at advanceautoparts.com and pick them up in-store in just 30 minutes. So you can get back to the garage doing what you love. Advance Auto Parts. Let's get you back to the garage.
Visit advanceautoparts.com to learn more.
The Battery, modern-day fire, powering everything from remote-control cars to the car in your garage. So when your car battery is reaching the end of the line, or you're wondering whether it is, stop by Advance Auto Parts. We'll test your old one for you, free of charge. And if you purchase a new Autocraft battery, we'll install it for free. Only if you'd like us to, of course. Advance Auto Parts. Let's get you back to the garage.
Most vehicles, most locations. See store for details.
Jared is the place to go for diamond fashion jewelry.
That's Jared.
Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, has an incredibly unique selection of diamond fashion designs in necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and rings, including jewelry brands like Neil Lane Designs and Heart's Desire. Or indulge your craving with Levion chocolate diamonds. Prices starting at $100 to over $10,000.
It can only be Jared.
Find a Jared store or shop anytime at jared.com.
Go to magicwindow.com and save 50% on new fiberglass windows. That's magic with a J. Magicwindow.com.
CBS Tonight.
Got a warrant for your arrest.
Has the mentalist past caught up with him?
I'm being indicted for murder, and I was hoping to go out with a bang.
A new mentalist. CBS Tonight.
The football team that Detroiters love most. The Detroit Lions live here.
Welcome back to the show. We broadcast till 10 o'clock. It's a Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. You can also send us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. That's easy enough. Mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We always welcome your calls here. 248-539-9797. Lots to talk about this morning. Brought in some real estate agents, Johnny B. and Dave Iselli from the Keller Williams office out at Union Lake Road. And you guys, if anyone's interested in, of course, purchasing a house, definitely give us a phone call today. They'd be more than willing to give you some great information. Let's try John out there. Good morning, John in Howell, Michigan. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I have a question. I got pre-approved for a conventional mortgage, and now I have my home inspection scheduled for Monday at 4 o'clock, and now the mortgage company called me yesterday and said, because I got in some trouble with a student loan 3 years ago, that they can't put me into conventional, they have to go FHA.
Okay.
So what my question is does that change what I have to do for an inspection? How is that going to change? Because I've already had an offer accepted on a house.
No, John, your inspection, your private inspection is really just for you and to make sure you're getting a good deal on that house and it's structurally it is fit and everything. With an FHA mortgage, they also do their own inspection. So I mean you can't have chipping paint, unlevel concrete, all that. What was the scoop? So wait, let me back up 1 second. So they gave you a conventional pre-approval initially, right?
Yep.
And then they called and said, "Hey, we can't do a conventional."
Yes, they said they were trying to start to do the underwriting, and then they were working the numbers, and because of some student loan issues, it was right around 3 years ago that the numbers just wouldn't work, and that we would have to go FHA.
How much money are you putting down on the house?
We were planning on putting 20% down.
What's your credit look like?
It's 649.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're barely mortgageable. I mean, but I got to tell you though, even I have one in process right now with a guy with 20% with 20% down.
Yeah, see, here's the issue. I don't mind that they're going on an FHA transaction. Money's still money. We wire funds, whether they're FHA transactions or they're conventional funds, they're transactions. But my concern is at the 11th hour. How come they didn't know up front?
Yeah, although they didn't run
that
it
transaction.
through.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't understand that. But I wouldn't worry about it. He's going to have MIP for a while.
Well, here's the problem, John. Straight up, you need a new purchase agreement. So they're going to have to do an addendum to your purchase agreement, switching the terms to an FHA loan. Now that could scare the sellers off for some reason. Again, there are some possibilities that they don't want to sign a new purchase agreement.
Yeah.
So you got to be a little careful, but you do need a new purchase agreement and an addendum, and there's an additional form.
Yeah, my position is that money's money, whether it's FHA funds, whether it's conventional funds, via who cares?
Yeah, we hope the seller's sharp. We
John,
hope the seller's sharp enough, obviously.
Hey, John, let me do this, man. Let me call you after the show. I want to take a look at the whole transaction and see if I can get it approved conventional for you. Because 20% down, even with the 649, I mean, is this your first house?
This will be our first house, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let me take a look at this after the show. I think 20% down, 649. I've got one in process right now that's that same kind of breakdown. Let me give you a call after the show and see what I can do for you.
Okay, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, of course, sir.
When you go with the mortgage insurance, I mean, I know if we do FHA, you have to pay the mortgage insurance. Is that something you have to pay over the entire lifetime of the mortgage? Or is that something that if you keep up for a couple of years, you can get out of that?
No, with FHA now, it's forever now.
Yeah, with FHA, you have to. Conventional, no.
Definitely a lot to share with you, John. Any other questions that you have?
No, if you want to call me back, that would be
I'll
awesome.
call you. Give me like a half an hour, man. I'll call you back.
All right, a lot to know.
Thank you.
There's plenty of differences between an FHA versus a 20% down conventional. Of course, you got the upfront MIP of 1.75%. That's financed in, and that's gone. So once you pay and close on an FHA loan, you're paying that MIP to the government, and, of course, the monthly MIP. So there are some major differences. Alex, I bet we can make that work for him.
Yeah,
Great call.
and just like to shed a little more light on that, with 20% down on a conventional deal, it was quoted one thing, regular old school 20% down 30-year fixed mortgage. And then, once the offer got accepted, his banker called back and said, hey, we can't do it this way. We got to go FHA, which FHA is a great way to go, but he's going to pay PMI. Even if he puts down 50%, he's always going to have that mortgage insurance. And FHA, basically, it's 1% of the loan amount divided by 12 is the rough calculation for that. So if he's financing $200,000, it's $200 a month in PMI.
But can I play devil's advocate on that? The only problem I have is maybe the disclosure, but maybe it just came up. Okay? So I can go with that. However, if it's an FHA loan, it costs him $150, $200 more MIP to get in the house.
Right.
Guess what? He's still in the house. So then you clean up your credit. All right. You clean up your credit. Then a year down the road, we go ahead and we refinance you to a conventional loan. You're out of the MI.
Sometimes it works.
Okay. But you got to get in the house. See, that's where I say you got to get in the house. Whatever it takes to get in the house.
248-539-9797. We got tons to share with you. Let's try Eric out in Lapeer. Good morning, Eric. You're live on the ticket.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good. What's up, man?
Good. Hey, I got a little bit of a unique situation. My wife and I lost a couple houses back on the front side of all the housing slide, if you will. And problem is, I've got a ton of credit. I made $116,000 last year, but my credit is in like the 550, so I can't get a loan.
Right.
My wife we kind of discussed a strategy about getting the house that we're currently in. We bought a land contract, a 3-land contract. The guy let us write our own terms, the whole shot, no interest. I'm only paying $600 a month on a $110,000 mortgage. In a nutshell, making his payment. So we talked about, because she's got better credit than I do, but not a lot of income because we also have 6 kids, and for the most part, she's been a stay-at-home mom. She's got 2 part-time jobs right now, and both of them she's been under 6 months. And so the whole goal is, hey, let's get you on paper. We'll get the mortgage so that way it's in our name, and feasibly we can have it paid off in 5 years. But through a process of trying to get a mortgage that we were just recently trying to do, we were told that because the mortgage or the land contract is not recorded at the Register of Deeds, that the house just appraised for $190,000.
Right.
So we got plenty of equity in there. I think we're less than 60% LTV. But I'm being told because of the amount of time that she has on a job with a particular underwriter, he didn't want to use one of the incomes, which she's making $15 an hour at. The other one she's making $9 at. And so we're kind of getting kind of jerked around here to where they're saying, well, because she doesn't have enough time on the job, we can only use one of the incomes.
She really doesn't. She needs 2 years on the job for both of them.
What's that?
She needs 2 years on the job for both of them to use any of that income.
Yeah. We can. Well, that's the thing. She's got pay stubs. We've got plenty of that. We got.
Has she been working both jobs for 2 years?
What's that?
Has she been working both jobs for 2 years?
Has she got her? No.
Okay, so you can't get a loan.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, man. How did you lose the other houses? If you make $160,000 a year,
it was through just losing my job in 2005.
Yeah, I mean,
we lost both houses. I got one that I can get it if I can get my credits short up. But the one house that we lost in that process, we did a 90-10, and they're still sticking me for 67, 70 months late on the $50,000 and the 10% more.
Well, yeah, man, that's a full recourse loan that never goes away. I mean, it's going to stick with you forever, man. I mean, so
you're saying she's got to be she's got to have an intent to be on the job for at least 2 years before
right?
we get anything?
To average that income.
Okay.
But you got to remember something, Eric. I mean, a land contract. Who cares? I mean, a land contract. If you wrote the terms on that and you're paying $600 a month, why would you change it? A land contract, you still legally own that house. Doesn't matter. Why do you want to refinance it?
I'm concerned about the landlord. I mean, there's not been an issue there. He's been very good. Like I said, he let us write the terms. It was the house that he got. Him and the wife got divorced, so he was going to end up dumping it, but then we ended up buying it. So the house fits for us, it works, and the payment is more than right.
Just
I'm just concerned that because it's not in our name, somebody could pull it out from underneath us at any time.
Man, technically they could, yeah, but I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I mean, you don't really have any other options.
Gotcha.
Thanks for the call, Eric. Yeah, we'll follow up with you and see if we can help you down that path. Again, sometimes with part-time income, it gets a little sketchy. You've got to be on those part-time jobs for usually 2 years and consistent, showing that you're able to keep the steady employment. You're going to be able to repay back the loan, obviously. 248-539-9797. There's always tons to talk about in the real estate world. We're going to keep the calls rolling now. Actually, we're up against a quick break.
Another break?
Another break. 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
Everybody likes to see a clean car or truck, but it's the oil you can't see that benefits most from being clean. Changing your oil and filter before they get dirty helps keep your vehicle running right. Depending on your driving habits, that could be every 3 months or 3,000 miles. Changing the oil is the single most important thing you can do for your vehicle. Keep it clean with the top name brands at low prices from the helpful professional parts people at the O'Reilly Auto Parts store near you.
Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, pick up a 5-quart jug of Pennzoil conventional motor oil and a MicroGuard filter for $22.99. Keep your engine clean and improve performance. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and purchase a 5-quart jug of Pennzoil conventional motor oil and a MicroGuard filter for $22.99. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. There are two kinds of Michigan lottery players. There's the loyal and patient nightly drawing player.
I just love big jackpots. Oh, they sure are worth the wait.
And there's the lively, thrill-seeking instant game player.
Come on, we haven't got all day. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
And we love them both. Now, Fantasy 5 and Lotto 47 can satisfy both of these players with a fun and exciting new way to win. It's called Easy Match.
Easy Match? Oh, I can hardly wait.
Easy Match, just in time.
Yep, for just $1 more, you'll get an extra set of numbers. Now, if any of the Easy Match numbers match your Fantasy 5 or Lotto 47 numbers, you'll win up to $500 instantly.
I love winning instantly.
And later, you can also win in the evening drawing.
I love winning big jackpots.
So, no matter which kind of player you are,
remember, patience is its own reward.
That and a whole bunch of cash.
When you play Fantasy 5 and Lotto 47, it's easy to make everyone happy.
I'm happy.
Me too.
Okay.
What did I tell you? Hey, win now, win later with new Easy Match, only from the Michigan Lottery.
This is Dan Tullis, and I just called
Joel Clark,
one of Select Quote Insurance Services' term life agents.
Hi, Mr. Tullis.
Joel, how does Select Quote save you money on term life insurance?
Well, buying term life insurance is all about choosing the right company. Let's say you take antidepressants or you smoke. All insurance companies are going to price that differently. We'll impartially shop all the companies we represent to find you the best price.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. I just got a man, 40 years old, on cholesterol medication, a $500,000 policy with a highly rated insurance company. His price, $21 a month.
Call 1-800-919-8949 and see how affordable term life insurance can be. That's 1-800-919-8949. 1-800-919-8949. Or go to SelectQuote.com. We shop, you save. Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Next Modern Family, it's the Jay Pritchett sandwich.
They named you after a sandwich?
No, they named a sandwich after me. But Gloria is critical of his combo.
It tastes bad in my mouth. It's like a fish and a turkey beat themselves to death with a pepper.
Now Jay is out to make Gloria eat her words.
Okay, maybe a little picky, though, from someone who prepared a Colombian specialty and said, why are you not eating the hooves? They're the best part.
Modern Family. Watch Modern Family Monday at 7:30 on CW50.
For the first time in the United States, the Shroud of Turin exhibit, a guided audio journey through history, art, and science. See threads from the original Shroud of Turin and numerous relics from as far back as the 1st century. Believers and non-believers must see the exhibition that touches the soul, awakens the heart, and challenges the mind. See the Shroud of Turin exhibit at St. John's United Methodist Church on Rochester Road in Royal Oak while you can. Visit ShroudExpo.com or call 248-556-5011. At Huntington, they're passionate about doing the right thing, like doing what's right for their customers. To find out why banking with Huntington is so rewarding, visit Huntington.com. Welcome.
If your computer's running slow, remember SpeedCounts.com. Get a free computer diagnosis. In minutes, you can activate SpeedCounts.com software to remove computer viruses, junk files, and clutter that slow down your computer. Increase your computer speed today. Visit SpeedCounts.com.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Meyer.
Tigers all over the Royals in Kansas City 8-2 last night, improving their record to 15-9, giving them a 3-game lead in the Central over the Royals. Rick Porcello gets to win. Alex Avila hit his first homer. Tigers pound out 14 hits. Meanwhile, Drew Smiley against Danny Duffy tonight, 6:40 right here on the ticket. Tigers signed two-time All-Star closer Joe Hanrahan to a one-year deal. He just had Tommy John surgery last May. Should be ready sometime in June. Stanley Cup playoffs, Rangers over the Penguins 3-2. That was in overtime. Blackhawks over the Wild 5-2. NBA playoffs, Game 6s. Brooklyn takes down the Raptors 97-83. That series tied at 3. San Antonio falling to the Mavericks 113-111. That series tied at 3. And the Trailblazers and the Rockets hope in 6 games 99-98. From the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
Looking for the latest scores and headlines from your local teams? Just text SCORE to 97136 from 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. We broadcast till 10 o'clock. It's a Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. 1-800. The best mortgage bank. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage.
1-800-LOW-RATE.
I was going to say 1-800-569-7283 for you BlackBerry users. If anybody still has a BlackBerry here, you were official. There it is. I knew he had one in here. Come on, Alex. Do you really?
Yeah, I got the iPhone. I took it back. I didn't like it, man. My fat fingers. I need to feel the keys, man.
Are you kidding me?
Leave me alone, dude.
Anyways, we take your calls here. 248-539-9797.
Is that a pager? He has a pager, too.
He's got it all.
That's crazy.
Listen, we've got a couple real estate agents in. Johnny Bryan and...
write my loans. I go home. I don't bother anybody. Leave me and my BlackBerry alone.
Dave Iselli from Keller Williams out there in Union Lake. Again, give us a phone call if you want to purchase a house, get approval for a mortgage. Definitely give us a shout. We want to go to Paul out there. Good morning, Paul. You're live on the ticket. Thanks for the call. There you are, Paul.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, man?
Good morning, guys.
How are you, bro?
Hey, great show.
Thank you,
Love
sir.
your show.
Thank you.
Hey, just a quick question. I want to preference it. I need some advice. I need to know whether to go through my credit union, go through like a capital mortgage funding, or go through my current mortgage company that I have my loan with. My wife and I bought a house. We got lucky, 4,000 square feet, bought it for $250,000 5 years ago. The house, of course, was a disaster. So we took a tremendous amount of credit, out, ran out some credit cards, and now we want to, my mortgage currently is $236,000. I think the house will appraise for about $400,000 right now.
Perfect.
But we have excellent credit. We're very fortunate. Our incomes are combined about $200,000 a year.
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to take some of the equity out of the house, pay off, my credit cards that I put into the house.
How much in revolving debt? Here, let me interrupt you for a second. How much in revolving debt do you have on those credit cards?
We're at about $60,000.
All right, so here's what you should do.
$300,000.
Yeah, you should definitely get an appraisal. We'll take the cash out. You'll pay off the credit card debt, and then you'll throw away all your credit cards except for one or maybe two. One MasterCard and Visa, and then maybe one ancillary credit card, okay? But if you don't cut up the credit cards, then you're going to run them back up again.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's no problem. We don't have an issue with that. We just we had to take the money out.
I understand.
To do the improvements on the home.
So you're thinking you're going to get rid of toxic debt. You're going to roll it into mortgage debt, which is going to be significantly lower than you're paying it now, and you're going to be in great financial shape. Definitely recommend doing that.
Paul,
guys, I'm at 4.75 right now on a 30-year. What I want to do is I want to go into a 20-year because I understand they're right around 4.
Yeah, Alex will take care of that.
Paul will take care of it. We can go to 80% of whatever the house appraises at. Pay off the credit cards. It's going to. It's honestly when I run the numbers for you after the show, it's going to save you $200,000 with what we're doing, man. Absolutely, dude.
It's a great call, Paul.
Okay.
So give me like a half an hour. We'll cut the credit cards up and keep like a Visa and the Diners Club, and we'll get it taken care of from there, man.
All right.
All right, thanks, brother.
Guys.
Thanks for the call. Again, a lot of families that purchase homes, as you guys all know, in the last 5 or 6 years, you probably stole the house, especially anything that you might have bought from 2008 onward, and definitely tons of equity now. So if you got a lot of credit card debt, what a great opportunity to do
This guy's
the debt
obviously he's thinking of the future. He wants to take his term down from a 30 to a 20. He's going to save tens of thousands doing that. Plus, he's going to save tens of $1,000s by consolidating the debt, not paying that high interest rate on the revolving credit cards.
He's a smart dude, man.
That's a phenomenal call.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite
calls.
calls.
And he put the money back into the house, which, I mean, that's cool. I mean, at least he's enjoying it, man. Absolutely.
I like it.
All right, let's go out to Derek out there in Canton. Good morning, Derek. Thanks for calling in. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Hey, Derek.
I actually thought of another question while I was on hold, so I actually have two questions.
Okay.
My first one, we actually just found out that my wife was pregnant.
Congratulations.
And we bought our house a couple years ago. And, I just want to make sure, because when we bought the house, her credit wasn't good enough to have both of our names on the mortgage. So I just need to be sure, if God forbid something should happen to me, they wouldn't be able to take the house or anything like that.
Well, is she on the title to the house?
I don't think, I'm not sure if she was on that either, because like I said, her credit wasn't good enough.
Derek, you have a will, don't you, partner?
No, I'm only 30. I don't have a will yet.
Well, you're a grown man, dude. You got you have a home and a wife that's pregnant, partner. I love you.
You're a grown man, yes.
Yeah, you're an adult partner.
Hello, Derek. Wake up. You're an adult now.
Let me call you after the show. I'm going to give you the name of an attorney that handles all my stuff for me. And he'll set all that stuff up for you, man, because, I mean, you got a family now, man. You got a wife and a kid on the way. We got to make sure that's all taken care of. So, God forbid something does happen to you, they can't take the home.
At the very least, you got to quit claim her onto the title of your house.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then my other question, I hear with credit unions, like if you have a loan through them or something, they give you dividends at the end of the year. Right now, we're with a bank. Are we able to just kind of, without refinancing, just kind of move the loan to a credit union so we can get some of those dividends?
No, man. Nope.
Sorry, buddy.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, that stinks.
No, but we got some other great information for you. Thanks for the call, Derek.
Thanks,
That's
Derek.
a great one. Again,
See you, buddy.
Alex will get you a Starbucks card.
At minimum, Gary, definitely, as you mentioned, quick claim deed, add your wife to the loan. Again, if you're a young adult and you don't have, as you mentioned, Alex, if you don't have a will and estate plan and all that, now is the time. If you got some facial hair going on, is that the key, Alex? A wife pregnant? Something?
I think once you have a home at all, I mean, you have to have a will. And it's one of the things that's really overlooked. I mean, it's such a mess. If God forbid something happens to you and you have a home and a wife and a kid, I mean, it is an absolute mess without having something in line.
It's always a
fallback.
Well, his wife's going to want to be on that property.
Yeah,
they got, at the very minimum, they have to quit claim her onto the title of that property.
Okay, I want to throw this out there. Refinancing a few years ago, of course, the federal government stepped in with the HARP program. That program is still happening. We're getting quite a few clients calling us up. Many of the times that we do the HARP program for you, we waive the appraisal. We call it a PIW, property inspection waiver. So again, for you families that are out there with conventional loans, you might have an FHA loan. There's great programs. FHA streamlines don't require appraisals. VA streamlines don't require appraisals. And of course, all the HARP loans. Be sure to call Capital Mortgage, 1-800-569-7283. Can barely remember that today. Definitely save a ton of money.
How many Capital, Harvey?
Only 20 years plus.
Yeah,
only 20 years plus. All right, hey, let's try Joe out there. Good morning. We'll go to the Joe in St. Clair Shores. Good morning. You're live on the ticket.
Good morning. I have a situation here that's a little different. We're trying to sell a condominium that my mother-in-law passed away, and we want to have an estate sale there. But then my daughter said, you know what? Are we allowed to have an estate sale there? I'm not sure. We met the lady last night who went over everything and said, wow, you got some good stuff here to sell. Now, if the condominium association doesn't allow an estate sale, what does one do with all that stuff?
Well, there you go.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, you should have checked with the condo association. I'm sure, check it out with them. See if they have any provision that says you can't have an estate sale. All an estate sale is, all you're trying to do is sell all the stuff in the condo. I can't imagine.
What if they deny me and say, no, you cannot have an estate sale here?
We'll call it a garage sale. Maybe they allow garage sales.
Yeah, well, no, then
they're pretty. They could be very sticky and say neither one. You got to get rid of it piece by piece by your own. I don't know. I haven't seen. If you came across something like this, what would happen to me if I did have the estate sale?
I haven't seen anything in a master deed and bylaws that says you can't have an estate sale, but I'm sure somebody will call up and tell me I'm wrong, which is okay. But in your situation, you just want to get rid of the stuff. There's plenty of ways that you can get rid of stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, you go on eBay, you go on Craigslist, you can, advertise it, things like that.
I'm trying to sell this house in the next month or so, and there's a lot of stuff.
I understand. So check the master deed and bylaws. Make a call to the condo association and see if they'll allow you to have an estate sale.
I think you're going to have some good luck there.
You think so?
Yeah.
You get it.
Make the phone call.
So. Okay, I got a lot of antiques and stuff. And all right, well, I'll give it a shot.
You
Thanks,
got it,
guys.
Joe. Thanks for
taking my call.
Partner. No worries.
All right, thanks for the
Dave,
call.
Go ahead.
Joe, I wanted to say sorry about losing your mom. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Are you on there? Joe, I'm sorry. I wanted to say that I'm sorry about your loss, man. That's terrible.
Yeah.
It is stuff. It's just stuff, and get rid of it. And when it's time to sell the place, we can help you with that.
Again, on a lot of occasions, too, Dave, as you so often see, is the house is sold with furniture and all the belongings in there.
Somebody relocating could use that kind of stuff.
They can use it, right. It might actually show better. I mean, there's been some communication about that over the years, that homes do show better when there's furniture in there, and it looks like it's a home versus completely empty. But a lot of the knick-knacks,
Not
again,
too
they're
much tchotchke.
Too much is no good. But again, maybe the buyer would come in and want to even purchase everything.
Absolutely.
All right, we're up against another break. 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
If I could redo any room, it would be the master bathroom.
Oh, outdoor kitchen, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to walk in and feel like I'm in a spa.
Like I'm at a beach party.
Heated floor tiles, a gentle rain shower heads.
Loud sound system around the pool.
If you can imagine it, now's the time to create it.
It would be my retreat.
My retreat.
For a limited time, you can take advantage of a Comerica Bank Home Equity Flex Line with an introductory rate of just 2.99% APR for the first 9 months. A later variable rate is effective after the introductory time period. With rates this low, there's never been a better time to reimagine your home. To learn more about credit costs and terms, call Comerica Bank at 800-535-2760. Introductory APR of 2.99% is for home equity line of credit accounts only and applies to balances for the first 9 monthly statement cycles after the account open date. Variable rate in effect after the introductory time period. Loans are subject to credit approval. Comerica Bank, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender, equal housing lender.
Novi Town Center invites you to shop for Mother's Day and register to win a golf and spa trip for 2 to Boyne Highlands when you do. Novi Town Center has lots of great fashion stores where you'll find the perfect gifts for the moms in your life. Plus, this Saturday, May 3rd, head to Golfsmith for a 2-hour golf clinic from 1 to 3 p.m. with a Golf Tech Pro giving tips on how to improve your game. The best place for Mother's Day shopping? It's Novi Town Center, located at Novi and Grand River Roads, just south of I-96. Visit NoviTownCenter.com.
Priceless campaign is currently in 112 countries
and 53 languages.
Hear the word priceless, and you think of one company and one of the most successful ad campaigns in history. This month on CBS Marketing Masters, we sit down with Cheryl Guerin and Ben Jankowski of MasterCard to hear the real story behind MasterCard's incredibly popular ad campaign.
A big idea is a simple idea. It has to hit at the heartstrings of consumers, and that's what we've done.
The beauty of the campaign is priceless isn't a tagline. It's an emotion. It's capturing consumer insight that experiences matter more than things.
It translates everywhere because it hits on universal truths.
Guys, what don't we know about the Priceless campaign?
It almost never happened.
Really?
To hear more about this campaign that almost never happened and to see the entire interview with Cheryl and Ben, go to cbsmarketingmasters.com. That's cbsmarketingmasters.com.
Well, it's been great. You thought I was going to say priceless, right?
We figured.
Meet some people who are strong and healthy and over 90. How do they stay so healthy? The answers from a breakthrough study on 60 Minutes, Sunday at 7 on CBS 62.
More real news every morning.
Intelligence services are on alert this morning.
If you had one concern about where the market is today, what would it be?
How do you get the confidence back of the American people?
That's our promise to you.
It is a story you'll see only on CBS This Morning.
See for yourself on CBS This Morning.
What does your outdoor deck say about you? Does it say, I like to grill? Or does it say, I take pride in entertaining friends on a masterpiece I designed? A deck that's the envy of my neighbors and could host a Hawaiian luau one night. Or counting stars the next. With a DJ. AZEK Deck. Low maintenance decking with the beauty of real wood. Named #1 in quality by Builder Magazine 3 years in a row. Create your masterpiece at azek.com. AZEK. Designed to last beautifully.
Lads, clearing out weeds is all about give and take. Hello, this is Scott for Scots. And what I mean is, you want to take those pesky weeds out, but to keep them out, you need to give your grass something in return. Which is exactly what Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed does. It kills weeds while it feeds and thickens your grass to help crowd out future invasions. To learn more about Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, go to scotts.com. Weed your lawn and feed it.
today. Meet the 97.1 The Ticket Street Team at Total Sports Complex in Harrison Township, east of I-94 on North River Road from 11:30 to 2:30. Test your skills in the 97.1 The Ticket Gaming Trailer, presented by WOW Internet, Cable, and Phone. More at 971theticket.com. 97.1 The Ticket is proud to welcome Capital Mortgage Funding as partner in the Student Heart Check Program. They'll donate a portion of every mortgage closed to the Student Heart Check Program. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE, NMLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender.
You work hard. You play hard. We talk hard.
97.1 The Ticket. Welcome back to the show. We're in our last segment, 248-539-9797. Be sure to call us here or at the office all day long, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We've got a few things to get to. One of the things that was brought up here this morning was the lake properties. And again, some of the Michiganders around here want a piece of it. Not everyone wants to drive 4 or 5 hours all the way up north. Some people maybe 2-3 hours up to the Higgins-Houghton Lake area. But right here in southeast Michigan, we have so many lakes to choose from, even in the Jackson area, which I just was brought to my attention actually several years ago, where I said, wow, there's even lakes over there. But right here, Dave, in your backyard, there's just so many great properties.
There are, Harvey. The lakes area just rocks. KW dominates the lakes areas from North Oxford, Orion, through Clarkston, Waterford, Commerce, Milford, West Bloomfield. There are 27 lakes in Lake Orion. There are 4 of them that are all sports. I'm working with 3 families right now that are dying to get into an all-sports lake, Orion Schools home. We can't find one. Stuff's moving so fast. God only made so many lakes. It's premier property.
Yeah, I would say that's one of the biggest factors about living in southeastern Michigan is that we love our lake properties. It's a lifestyle for us. Summers are very short here, but people spend a lot of time, and their whole lifestyle is built around the lake. So take us through what's happened in the last couple of years to lake property. Lake property is always hot, even in a recession like we went through, gentlemen, but properties were picked up at a steal. People knocking down properties, building their own. Take us through what's going on the lakes right now.
Just what you said. People are knocking down smaller homes to build bigger homes for the view, for the lifestyle, like you said.
All right. Simple enough. Look, if you've got a property for sale, if you're thinking about buying in this area, be sure to give us a phone call, 248-539-9797.
I'm not really like a lake guy, or a boat guy, but I got to tell you, man, my friends that have boats, when you're out on that water, dude, I mean, that is really peaceful, man. I mean, it really, there's something to be said for that. I mean, it really is.
Well, I would say it's great to have friends on the water so you can go over there, then you get to leave.
Yeah, I'm not paying for gas or anything, man.
Right. Hey, I'm a once or twice around the lake guy on a boat. Sit there, and then I'm out. That's it. I'll swim. I'll do that.
I don't feel like you could sit still.
I'm a little, I'm ADD like that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I'm a little high energy. I mean, I don't, relaxation to me is moving.
Yeah.
I have to move. But people love it. They chill out on the lake. They invite a lot of people over. It's a great time. I mean, I get that part. But, to me, once around a lake, I'm good.
It's like what Daniel Tosh says. He said, I've never seen an angry person on a ski-doo.
Right there. Tosh 2.0.
Never there.
Tosh 0.0.
That's right.
That's our guy.
All right, let's try Paul out there in St. Clair Shores. Good morning, Paul. Thanks for joining our show. You're live on the ticket.
Good morning. My question is I was recently laid off, and I was in the process of trying to refinance the house, and part of the paperwork has been done but not completed. I want to know if I should tell them I've been laid off, or is there a benefit for me being laid off?
They're going to find out because they're going to do an employment verification. They're going to call up and say, hey, does he work here anymore?
Paul, unfortunately, you're refinancing. I mean, it's not going to happen until you go back to work, man. Unfortunately. I mean, you got to have a job.
It's not going to what?
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. They're going to verify your employment the day before you close, and they're going to find out through a verbal that you're not working there. You're going to lose your money for the appraisal. The appraisal is going to expire. Go get yourself a job, be honest, and do it the right way. We'd love to help you next time around. Paul?
Is there a way of refinancing the house being unemployed?
No, sir. Are you married?
Yes.
Does your wife work?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you're stuck, man. I mean, there's nothing you can do. They're going to find out you're laid off, and you have to have a job to refinance.
Okay.
Is it a temporary layoff? Are you going to go back anytime soon?
Well, I'm in the process of finding another job right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would just hang tight, man. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I mean, I feel awful telling you that, but I'm just, telling you straight up. I mean, it's not going to happen, man.
I would call your mortgage guy and tell him that the situation, they'll put it on hold, and then as soon as you find another job and you have a couple paychecks, you can refinance.
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks for the call,
You
Paul.
got it.
Again, honesty's always the way, especially if you're obtaining a mortgage.
I hate telling people that, man. That bums me out.
Well, more importantly, I hope he gets back to work and finds the right job. Here's a sort of a cool article that came out. It was talking about half the population would rather live somewhere else than where they're living. It was I saw it in one of the mortgage publications by Jane Swanson. A recent Gallup poll found that about a third of Americans, given the opportunity, would pick a different state in which to live. 50% of them surveyed in Illinois desired
Illinois was
Illinois was the number
North and South, or
the number one state. 50% of the people polled in this Gallup poll said they would rather live somewhere else. So, what all these people were going to move to Chicago and stuff, this is the place to move to, right here in Michigan.
I love this. I love those surveys. It's like, you ask anybody, do you want to live in Southern California? Well,
yeah, I'm going to have a hard time. I'm going to have a hard time people that live in Santa Monica or Newport Beach that they want to live somewhere else.
Funny you should say that because 23%.
Do you want to live in Monterey?
How about this one? 23% of the people polled in this Gallup poll from Hawaii said they would rather live somewhere else. Look, being out there on the island probably could
So that means 77. That means 77% of the people in Hawaii want to stay there. Okay, so why don't you go there?
Fantastic. 248-539-9797. We'll take a few calls here. Let's try Josh out there. Good morning, Josh. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
What's up,
Josh?
man?
What's up?
I want to buy a home soon, and my credit's not the greatest. I'm working on it right now, and I'm just wondering what I should do. Where I should start. Anything. I don't know anything about buying a home.
Josh,
at all.
Why is your credit a little dinged up right now? What's going on?
Marriage. I was young and dumb.
So this is your first house, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's what I can do. Let me call you after the show. I'm going to run your credit for you. I have some great software I can run your credit report through. It tells us what you have to pay off or pay down and the impact it'll have on your credit scores. So if
wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have collections or credit card debt, whatever, we can run it through, the program we have and get you straightened out, man. I mean, it might take us a couple months to get you, where you're able to buy, but I mean, I'm happy to work with you. That's what I do.
Oh no, that's awesome. Cool. I didn't know that's a lot faster than I thought.
No.
To be honest with you.
No worries, man. As long as there's no major credit, derogatory credit, foreclosures, bankruptcies, whatever. I mean, we can get you taken care of, man.
And of course, Alex.
Well, I had a bankruptcy 8 years ago. Now.
Maybe you have lack of credit.
So the plot thickens with the bankruptcy. But Josh, let me call you after the show. I'll run your credit and see what I can do for you, man.
All right, cool.
Cool. Thanks for listening,
All
buddy.
right, great call. Let's keep them rolling here. We've got Nick out there in Royal Oak. Good morning, Nick. Welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. Thanks for the call.
What's up, man?
I've got a mortgage question. We're engaged. We're renting now. The lease ends the end of August. And, so we want to buy something soon here. She is finishing up a residency. And so starting August 1st, she started a new job where our income's gonna triple.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. But so my question is there any program where we can use that income that hasn't started yet?
I can't qualify you on the income that hasn't started yet. What if God forbid, they pull the contract and she doesn't get that job?
Right. Yeah. No. I mean that's a good point. That's I guess why I'm asking because I just through Googling and whatnot have seen some things about physician loans where they do use that contract as the way to qualify.
Yeah, but you can do a physician loan, but it's not based on the income they're going to make if she hasn't started the job yet. What if you guys decide she doesn't want to be a doctor anymore? What if she decides to go hold a different path?
Yeah. Again, good point.
Nick, when's your lease up, partner?
The end of August.
End of August, and she starts August 1st,
right?
Yeah, August 4th. But
you're fine. We got a 30-day window. I do a ton of business in Royal Oak. I mean, you got a 30-day window where once she starts, we can get you in a house, man. The timing's gonna work out perfectly.
Yeah, the other side of it is just sort of what you guys were just talking about. Our goal is to get back. I grew up in Waterford. We're trying to get back up there, White Lake or something on one of the lakes, and like you were saying, they're going. And we just don't want to get stuck where we got to get out of here, but we haven't found anything else yet,
Yeah, Nick, let me call after the show. And we'll put something together for you. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it, dude.
All right.
Cool. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks for the call. Thanks for all the callers for calling in. Some of the calls we didn't get to, we'll definitely follow up right after the show or get back to the office and via call. Want to thank our guests for coming in, Johnny B. and Dave Iselli with Keller Williams. Thank you, gentlemen.
Nice guys.
Nice
Thanks
job.
for being on the show, guys.
You are a Jonah Hill lookalike, and we'll talk about it and have you back another time. For Harry Glanz, we've got Alex Nafusi. For myself, Harvey Free, we got Pat Caputo coming up with sports. Keep it here on 97.1 all day long. We'll see you next Saturday.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Capital Mortgage Funding is a proud division of United Shore Financial Services, NMLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Hey fans, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. You've seen the billboards, you've been hearing the ads, and now I'm proud to announce that I'm part of the team as the official realtor of the Tigers Radio Network. And this spring is not only the start of our baseball season, but it's also the start of home selling season. And you know what that means? Buyers and sellers are coming out of hibernation. So it's time to get that home of yours on the market or get out and start taking a look at some properties.
Call Jeff Glover at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at 855jeffsells.com. Realtor Jeff Glover, a house sold name.
Hi, Doug Manns here with Manns Lumber and Millwork. Thinking about replacing or installing a new deck this year? Do it right. Go to the #1 Trex dealer who has the #1 Trex installers. That's Manns Lumber and Millwork in Canton and Trenton. Go to manslumber.com and find our team of certified Trex Pro installers. We can help you build the deck you've always dreamed of. Yes, Trex is the way to go, for sure. I mean, think about it. You'll never have to stain your deck again. Never. No sanding, no staining, no painting, ever. Sure, Trex costs more, but it's worth it in the long run because you'll have a deck that lasts a lifetime. It won't warp, rot, or give you splinters.